Hello children, hope you all are fine by the grace of God. Students, I need your cooperation to smoothly undergo this online session. So keep your English books, notebooks, pens and pencils with you. Children, this is your English book number 6. Here you will get 2 chapters, but only chapter number 11, that is Birbal's Trip to Paradise, will be required for your second periodic test examination. And as you all know that this time for your PT2 you are having total 3 chapters, 2 from book number 5 and 1 chapter from book number 6. So we have already completed your first and second chapters for your PT2 examination from book number 5. So today it's time to start with our third and last chapter of your PT2 English Literature course, that is chapter number 11, Birbal's Trip to Paradise. So students, everyone open your English book number 6, page number 2, chapter number 11, Birbal's Trip to Paradise. Children, before we start through this chapter, you underline the difficult words in your books with your pencils and write down the meanings of those words given in your books with your pens in your notebooks. Children, this chapter is about Akbar and Birbal. Okay, so I think you all know about Akbar and Birbal, isn't it? Who was Akbar? Akbar was a very kind and he was a very generous Mughal emperor. So he was referred to as Akbar the Great. And at Akbar's court there were 9 gems. And among the 9 gems, Akbar's favorite minister was none other than Birbal. So let's start. Birbal was Akbar's favorite minister, but a barber was not happy with this. He thought of a plan to get rid of Birbal. Let's read this play to find out what happens to Birbal. Students, I think the meaning of a barber is known to you all very well. Am I right? So, who is a barber? A barber is a person who cuts our hairs, isn't it? So, this chapter is a kind of play, okay, where Akbar, Birbal and a barber, they are involved. You all know, and I have already told you that Akbar was very fond of Birbal, isn't it? So, there was a barber at his courtyard who was very jealous of Birbal, who didn't like Birbal, and so he thought of a plan to get rid of Birbal. So let's read to find out what is the actual point. So the characters involved in this play are the narrator. Who is the narrator? A narrator is the one who narrates or explains a story. Akbar, barber and Birbal. Narrator. A long time ago, Akbar the Great ruled India. He was the greatest of all the Mughal emperors. Akbar, proudly. I am the greatest of all the Mughals. I have many advisors and countless servants, but my favorite one is Birbal. Narrator. Birbal is the wittiest and cleverest man in the whole empire, but Birbal had enemies who were envious of his popularity. Most envious of all was the emperor's barber. The barber knew that favor with Akbar brought fortune. Barber. Why can a barber not be the fortunate one for a change? I am as clever and witty as Birbal. I have good ideas. I deserve a better position. Narrator. The barber's envy turned to hatred. He plotted Birbal's downfall day and night. Very soon he worked out a cunning plan. Okay. Now, it is already known to you all very well that Akbar was the greatest of all the Mughal emperors who ruled over India. And though he had lots of advisors and countless servants at his empire, but his favorite one was Birbal. He was among the greatest of all the 9 gems who used to stay with Akbar at his courtyard. Now, why was it so? Because Birbal was very much witty and also too much clever. He was very, very intelligent, and he had lots of enemies due to his popularity. And one of them was the Barbar, who was extremely jealous of Birbal. The Barbar knew that someone who will stay with Akbar is very fortunate enough. So, if Birbal always stays with Akbar, then why can't the Barbar? As because according to the Barbar, he is more intelligent than Birbal, and that is why he thought to get rid of Birbal permanently from Akbar's courtyard. That is why he plotted Birbal's downfall. He used to bring many cunning plans, and soon he made a very, very cunning plan which he thought of executing. So let's find out what the cunning plan of the Barbar was. One day, while trimming the emperor's beard, the Barbar found the courage to speak up and put his plan into action. Okay, you all know, I have already told you that who a Barbar is. Now, one day, the Barbar was shaving Akbar's beard, and that time no one was there at his place. So the Barbar thought to speak to whom? To the Emperor Akbar. Barbar: "You know, Your Majesty, last night I dreamt of your father." Emperor: "My father? You say? Did he speak to you?" Barbar: "Yes, Your Excellency. He is very happy in paradise, but says that all the residents of heaven are terrible bores. He wants you to send someone to keep him amused with fine talk. Someone who is clever and witty needs to be sent." Narrator: Although Akbar prized Birbal very much, he truly worshipped his own father. After a little thought, he decided to send his favorite advisor to paradise to entertain the old man. He sent for Birbal. Barbar: "The only way to reach heaven is through death. What a brilliant plan I had contrived. Birbal will have to die." Okay. So, this was the Barbar's cunning plan. So, one fine morning, the Barbar was trimming and shaving Akbar's beard, and he found the courage to talk to Akbar so that his plan can be executed. He told Emperor Akbar that he had dreamt of his father, isn't it? He had dreamt of his father, and who is, though living nicely where in the heaven, but still very much unhappy because everyone who stays with the emperor's father at the heaven are tremendous bores. So he is not being entertained there very much. So he wants his son, that is Emperor Akbar, to send someone from his court who is very much witty and clever and who can amuse the emperor's father with his witty and funny talks. So Akbar was a bit confused, but he used to worship his father a lot. Although he used to love Birbal very much, but since Birbal had all the kind of characteristics which his father wanted, so he decided to send Birbal to paradise. Now, to go to paradise means to go to heaven. So how does one goes to heaven? One will go to heaven only through the way of death, isn't it? So that means what? Birbal will have to die. So this was the important plan so that Birbal could die. Now the barber is very happy because he thought that his plan will be nicely executed now. Narrator: Birbal rode to the court at once to learn of the emperor's wishes. Akbar: Birbal, if I have not judged you wrongly, I think you love me enough to make any sacrifice for my sake. Birbal: You know I do, Emperor. Barber aside: Yes, that is right, go on. Akbar: Then I would like you to go to paradise and keep my dear father company. Barber aside: Yes, company, that's it. Birbal: Your Highness, it would be an honor for me, but may I take a few days to prepare? Barber: But your father, sir, is so sad, so very bored and sad and... Akbar: Silence. Birbal: You are doing me a great favor. Of course you should prepare. I'll give you a week. Barber rolls his eyes and speaks quietly. A week. Narrator: Birbal returned home and dug a deep pit in the grounds of his house. This would be his grave, but along with it, he also dug a secret tunnel that opened under the floor of his private room. Then he returned to meet the emperor. Birbal: Your Highness, I am ready to go to heaven. Akbar: Very good, Birbal. Birbal: But in accordance with an old family tradition, I would like to be buried alive. My family has always believed that this is the easiest and quickest way to get to paradise. Narrator: And so, to the delight of the barber mimes happiness. Birbal was buried alive. He found his way into the tunnel that took him to the safety of his own house. Birbal hid in his room for over 6 months. At the end of that time, with long hair and a shaggy beard, he came out of hiding and set off for the emperor's court. Okay, students, so finally the barber's plan has been executed. Emperor Akbar had called for Birbal and he asked Birbal that Birbal used to love Akbar very much, and according to him, Birbal would be ready to make any kind of sacrifice for Emperor Akbar. So, as said by Akbar, Birbal agreed and asked, Yes, Emperor, you know I love you a lot, I respect you a lot, I can do anything for you. Now, Akbar told Birbal that he would like Birbal to go to paradise. Now, to go to paradise, there is only one way. Now, what is the way? The way is through death. So, Akbar told Birbal that you will have to go to paradise to keep my father happy, because our barber had dreamt of my father that he is tremendously bored, getting bored there at the heaven. So he wants someone who can entertain him there a lot, and there is no one who is as much as a good entertainer as you. So I think you should obey my orders and grant my wish. Birbal agreed suddenly. He said that, of course, your emperor, your highness, I would love to entertain your father there at the heaven also, but I want a few days of preparation. Can you give me some time? Akbar said, of course. You are going to die for me, for the sake of my father. You are going to make such a kind of high sacrifice. Why won't I provide you time? You can take as much as time you want. Okay, let me give you a 1 week time. Now when he was about to say this, the barber was a bit unhappy. He was saying that, why Emperor Akbar? Why would you give him to give Birbal a 1 week time to prepare? Then Akbar said that no, as because Birbal was going to make a huge sacrifice for everyone, so I will have to grant his last wish. Then Birbal said that Thank you so much, Emperor Akbar. I am ready to go to heaven, and I have an old family tradition that I would like to be buried alive. You should bury me before my death. That is, I would like to be buried alive because my family has always believed that this is the easiest and quickest way to get to paradise and go to heaven, and everything will be in peace. So you see, now Birbal was going to die. According to the barber, Birbal had not understood the cunning plan of the barber. So Emperor Akbar has also not understood the witty plan of the barber, and rightfully the barber's plan was getting executed successfully. So the barber was extremely happy. Now, before the day on which Birbal was going to die, you all know that he had taken 1 week permission for some preparation. Now let's know what his preparation was. He was preparing and digging a tunnel under the grave of his house, so that that tunnel could connect at the safety chamber of Birbal's house. So finally the day had arrived and Birbal was buried alive. You know what Birbal did? Birbal silently, when he was buried alive, everyone was waiting there, isn't it? After some time, everyone thought that Birbal had died, but actually Birbal was extremely clever. He hid through the grave, and slowly and quietly he went to his private chamber, which was connected through the tunnel dug by Birbal, and there he used to stay for 6 months. And when he stayed there for about 6 months, at the end of that time he had grown long hairs and a shaggy beard. And one fine day, after 6 months, Birbal thought of coming out of that place, that is his private chamber, and go to the Emperor Akbar's court to meet the Emperor Akbar. Narrator: Akbar was getting his hair cut when Birbal arrived at the court. Birbal: Your Majesty. Narrator: Akbar asked the barber to leave the room. Akbar: Birbal, can it be you? How did you get there? Birbal took a deep breath and replied, From paradise. Oh, great one, your father enjoyed our talk so much that he gave me special permission to return to earth and tell you all about them. Narrator: So you see, as I had told you that after 6 months, after a long 6 months, Birbal decided to come out of his private chamber and go to the Emperor Akbar's court. So one day, Emperor Akbar was having his hair cut through the barber, and there Birbal entered. Now as soon as Birbal entered and greeted Emperor Akbar as Your Majesty, Emperor Akbar asked the barber to leave the room, and Emperor Akbar was awestruck to find Birbal there. He asked Birbal how did he get there. Then Birbal took a deep breath and replied that he came there straight from paradise because his father enjoyed their talks very much. He was too much entertained by Birbal and he was extremely happy, so he gave Birbal special permission to return to earth and tell Emperor Akbar about the amusement which they had on the paradise. Akbar: Did he give you any special message for his devoted son? Birbal: Just one, Your Majesty. Do you see my long beard and long hair? Narrator: Akbar nodded his head. Birbal: Well, it seems very few barbers make it to paradise. Your father asked you to send him yours at once, for he is badly in need of a haircut. Narrator: Akbar understood the matter now. Akbar: Send for the barber at once and make preparations to send him to paradise so that my dear father can have a good shave and a haircut. Narrator: The barber realized that he had fallen into the same trap that he had set for Birbal. Okay. So when Birbal came and he told everything to Akbar, Akbar asked Birbal that if his father had given any special message through Birbal for his son. Then Birbal said that, yes sir, there is one special message, that is, you can see here my long hair and shaggy beard, because I was there for about 6 months, so my beard and hairs grew extremely long. So your father is also facing the same difficulty, and there is not any barber present at the paradise. So he asked you to send your barber to the paradise so that he can have a haircut, because he is badly in need of a haircut and a shave. Now Emperor Akbar understood everything, that the barber was extremely envious of Akbar's popularity, and he wanted to get rid of Birbal in such a way permanently that Birbal would have to die. And so he had plotted out that cunning plan to make Birbal fall into his trap and let him die. But Birbal was extremely clever as well as witty and a very intelligent person, so at once he made another cunning plan and saved himself, and made the Emperor Akbar realize that all he did was not good enough. Now Emperor Akbar was extremely sorry, and he was angry at the barber also. So at once he sent for the barber and asked him to go to paradise so that his dear father can have a good shave and a haircut. Now the barber was extremely afraid, because he had understood that he had fallen into the same trap he had set for Birbal. So children, what do we learn from this chapter? We learned that we should never dig a gutter for anyone, because if we ever dig any plan, or if we ever cut out any kind of planning for anyone's downfall, if we wish anyone's downfall, then we always fall into the same trap which we set for others. You see, the barber had plotted a very cunning and witty plan for Birbal's death. Now what happened? The same thing was going to happen with the barber. So we should be very careful, and we should never wish for anybody's downfall. So children, all the 3 chapters for your second periodic test is over now. Everyone, you should go through the chapters very well. Give your exams very nicely by learning the question answers which will be given to you in due course of time. So children, this much for today. Thank you.